This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, which is currently offering customers a door and window super deal. You can now save $500 on every window and $1,000 on every door from May 1st through May 31st. Super indeed. Visit renewalbyandersen.com to learn more about this deal before it ends. Pennsylvania is looking to criminalize the misuse of xylazine. Meanwhile, the Boy Scouts are now just scouting America. The state will soon be the latest to ban cell phone use while driving. Finally, this Phillies fan cheered so hard she lost her wedding band. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Governor Josh Shapiro is looking to sign legislation that'll criminalize the misuse of xylazine, reports the Associated Press. Xylazine, as you may know, is also called tranq, or even sometimes referred to as the zombie drug, for being an extremely potent substance that causes sores to open up on users' skin. It's also more frequently being mixed into fentanyl and other opioids, leading to a growing number of overdose deaths. This bill will label tranq as a Schedule III drug under the state's controlled substance law, something which carries a penalty of imprisonment of up to 5 years. It will still, however, remain illegal for its intended use by vets. The Boy Scouts of America have rebranded themselves, reports NorthCentralPA.com. Troops in Pennsylvania, as well as the rest of the country, will now be under the organization Scouting America. This change is to make things more inclusive and will become official in February of next year. Pennsylvania is set to become the latest state to ban using a cell phone while driving, states PennLive. The 27th, to be exact. This ban, which would let law enforcement cite a driver for using a handheld device without any other traffic offenses taking place, was voted through the House this week as the majority agreed on a minor change that was made by the Senate. The fine for violators would start at $50, and for the first 12 months the ban goes into effect, which is within a year's time. Police will only issue written warnings. Exceptions to this rule would be when a device is being used for navigation purposes only, for emergency situations, for commercial drivers who need to use it for their jobs, and when it's affixed to a mass transit or school bus. Mary Rosano is a big Phillies fan, says Fox 29. And her favorite is Bryce Harper. So when Harper hit that 3-run home run on Sunday while Mary was attending the game with her daughter, needless to say, she went crazy cheering for him. Unfortunately, Mary cheered so hard her wedding band went flying off her hand. Now Mary's asking anyone else who was at the game to please let her know if they found a ring. The two were sitting in section 139, so if you happen to be the one that found it, contact guest services at Citizens Bank Park at 215-218-5440. Happy Friday and Mother's Day for all the moms out there. To stay up to date over the weekend, pay a visit to PennLive.com. And please don't forget to rate this podcast wherever you may listen to it and to leave it an honest review, should you have the time. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for sticking with us. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and we'll get back together next week for more Today in PA. This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, which is currently offering customers a door and window super deal. You can now save $500 on every window and $1,000 on every door from May 1st through May 31st. Super indeed. Visit renewalbyandersen.com to learn more about this deal before it ends.